Now to the presidential race, our new poll showing just how close the likely matchup between Donald Trump and Hillary Clinton has become, and just how unpopular those candidates are with voters.
Who currently have some of the highest unfavorability ratings of any such candidates in recent decades.
If this year's presidential primaries were a popularity contest, neither of the party's frontrunners would even be in the running.
Who do you support, Hillary or Trump, or are you sitting it out?
You have an unfavorable rating that is almost as high as Donald Trump's.
I think I am popular with people, I really do.
The 2016 election is set to be a battle between the two least popular candidates in modern history.
And just to emphasize how unpopular both Hillary Clinton and Donald Trump are, consider this.
About half of the voters we polled said they would consider a third party in the presidential election. 47% tell our pollsters they would be open to voting for that third party option this November.
Well, I don't like either of those options.
I don't know what we're going to do.
I mean, who are we going to vote for?
Well, there is one person who could probably make the right choice.
What are you talking about?
You know, the one definitive person who would know what to do.
Who?
George Washington.
How are we going to ask him?
Well, lucky for you, I have his phone number.
Mr. Washington, we really appreciate you sitting down here and answering a couple questions for us. It's really helpful.
So do you guys have any questions lined up for me?
Well, the problem is we have the presidential election coming up, and we cannot decide who to pick. We got Trump and we got Hillary.
They're both from different parties, and neither of them are really good choices, and that's pretty much all we have. So, we don't know what to do.
We need help.
Well, this Trump fellow you say, he seems very interesting. He would destroy the party system, it sounds like. I like him.
I don't know.
What are we going to do now?
I do have their contacts.
Call them up?
I was president 11 years ago. How on earth would I know who to vote for? I mean, when I was president, half of my country was trying to secede because we weren't letting them own other human beings. We have completely different issues from then and now. First there were 12 points, but 14 was the number. It was 14 or nothing.
So as a president, what, in your opinion, is the best candidate in this scenario?
Oh, I'm sorry, I was never president of the United States.
That's very nice of you to say, and how humble you are.
I assure you modesty has nothing to do with it. I was never elected president.
If you weren't president, who was?
George Washington was president.
Yeah, we know George was first, but you came after.
No, I think you're thinking of John Adams.
As I look at your different options for president, I don't see any of them even close to being the proper president. I think it might be my time to be the president again. I'll run. I was on the internet the other day. There's lots of misconceptions about Trump, you know, for his email scandal. I don't think he should be indicted for that. You know, I mean, I don't think it's a big problem. I mean, he may have killed a couple people, but, you know, kill a little to save more. How should I know how, you piece of crap? Of course, Michael. Trump does have his problems.
Didn't you have problems with Monica Lewinsky?
Why'd you go there, Michael? I decided to come in here and sit down and be peaceful with you and do this interview for you. And then you decide to attack me. Point number 2. Absolute freedom to navigate the seas. The seas are a beautiful place. I did not have sexual relations with that woman. I feel like Trump would be a good replacement for President Obama. Normally I wouldn't be able to do this because of my polio, but since I've been dead for 50 years, I think it's probably time for me to get up and move around a bit.
We really appreciate your input, but in one word, who would you vote for?
Trump. I'd rather be shot in the back of the head than choose either Hillary or Trump. I thought of this one while I was sitting on the toilet. You fool me 3 times, you're gonna be messing with the United States of America's military. Well, it depends on what your definition of vote is. I think me.
I never ran for office.
Dude, I mean, I don't know who to vote for. It doesn't even matter. Why do we even vote? You know?
Wait a second. If I learned one thing today, it was from George Washington, and it's that our vote does matter. You can't expect the candidates to be perfect for you, but it's what we got, and you gotta compromise. That's what's great about America. We can pick somebody that represents us, and represents our views and opinions. If you're conservative, you're probably somebody who's well off, and you want to hold your spot, so you're probably gonna vote for Trump. If you're lower class, and you want to make your way up, you're probably gonna vote Hillary, and that's just how it usually is. But if somebody offers you free college, you know what? You're gonna take that if you're my age. And that's why I'm voting Bernie.
That was really inspiring, but you know George Washington never said that.